If you're tired of your phone dying mid-selfie and want to up your photography game, you have to check out the iPhone 14 Pro Max. It's a total game changer.
Really, nigga?
You may have overheard some people complaining that this phone is too similar to the iPhone 13 Pro Max. But after you check out our video, you'll see why this phone is the real boss in town. So let's delve right in. Design. Apple's design hasn't changed much lately. The new iPhone 14 Pro Max looks like the old 13 Pro Max, which looked like the 12 Pro Max. It will take a lot to convince those who care deeply about design to purchase an iPhone 14 Pro Max. The iPhone 14 Pro Max may not look new, but it's a classic design that's hard to dislike. The shiny metal and frosted glass make it look and feel amazing. It's 160.7 millimeters tall and weighs a whopping 240 grams. It's one of the heaviest phones out there. Going for the iPhone 14 Pro Max might be scary if you're used to smaller phones. Don't worry, the change will be easier than you thought. Apple has finally done something interesting with the notch, and the company's new approach to multitasking will surely wow you. Let's discuss it. But remember to hit that subscribe button and join our awesome community for more mind-blowing tech content. Dynamic Island. The iPhone's notch has been a real bummer for many folks. But the cutout area hides the secret sauce for Face ID, Apple's security system that keeps your iPhone safe. The notch can be a bit of a bother when watching videos in landscape mode, but Apple has made the notch enjoyable. It is called Dynamic Island. It's seriously the best multitasking feature they've got going on. Dynamic Island lets you see all your activities at once. For instance, Dynamic Island will show you the remaining time in real time if you set a timer. Like the notch before it, the Dynamic Island quickly disappears and only reappears when essential. Most of the time, you won't even notice it's there, and you certainly will see it in a landscape movie once you zoom close. But is Dynamic Island a good enough reason to update your phone? Share with us your thoughts in the comments section below. But hold on to your seats because we're about to blow your mind with how excellent this camera is. Don't blink, or you'll miss the fun. Cameras. iPhones Pro always have a lit camera. This year is no exception. The iPhone 14 Pro Max keeps it triple cool with its rear camera, just like its predecessor. Nevertheless, the iPhone 13 Pro Max has yet to be quite there regarding low light processing. Anyway, this phone has wide, ultra-wide, and telephoto lenses with a whopping 48 megapixels lens. It is a light-catching champ with its wider main camera and better low-light processing. The iPhone 14 Pro Max has new features, like a cinematic mode that can record 4K video at 30 frames per second and an action mode for shooting video. Action mode provided us with additional stabilization when filming an object in motion while we were also moving.
Damn!
Another brand new function is the capability of your phone to determine whether or not you have been in a collision while driving. So let's dig right in. Crash detection. Imagine this. Your phone is like a superhero that can save the day by calling for help if you get into a car crash. But how many phones can do this cool thing? Even devices like the iPhone 13 and iPhone 12 lack the sensors to monitor such situations, and thus they won't be able to detect automobile wrecks. But thanks to crash detection, the iPhone 14 Pro Max can tell whether you've been in a major vehicle accident. It will immediately contact emergency services, pinpoint your position, and alert others you choose. Apple said crash detection has hardware sensors and advanced motion algorithms identify signs of a crash, including sudden changes in speed, direction, and cabin pressure. The new technology in the iPhone 14 models allows them to sense forces up to 256 G. They have a new dual-core accelerometer and a gyroscope with a large dynamic range. In the event of a severe traffic accident, your phone will immediately alert the appropriate authorities and your preset list of emergency contacts.
Wait for it.
TechRack's found that the collision detection function on the iPhone 14 performed well in collision simulations, including a radio-controlled car. On both occasions, the iPhone started counting down to dial 911 before the conversation was stopped automatically.
Okay, really quickly.
Crash detection, crash detection, crash detection, crash detection. Where's crash detection? Crash detection is not detected! Oh, okay, it looks like you've been in a crash. That was a delay. We got a delay of like, maybe, I don't know.
Crash detection did not activate until after the low-speed collision occurred. Alright guys, it's time to talk about the real MVP of this device, the battery. This battery beats other high-end phone batteries out there or not? Let's see. Battery life. The iPhone 13 Pro Max boasts the highest battery life of any smartphone with its 4,352 mAh battery and 15 watts MagSafe wireless charging capabilities. The iPhone 14 Pro Max didn't quite make the cut regarding battery life compared to its predecessor. But hold on guys, because there's more to this story. The iPhone 14 Pro's battery is an absolute powerhouse, lasting an incredible 13 hours and 39 minutes on average. That's enough time to binge-watch episodes of your favorite show or surf the internet. The battery life outlasts the Galaxy S22 Ultra by a whopping 3 hours. But Apple didn't go all out on the iPhone 14 Pro Max battery, and they just gave it a tiny boost in the milliampere-hour rating. Regardless, thanks to the A16 Bionic and a refresh rate that conserves power, this phone's battery life is even better than its predecessor. But does this phone stand a chance against the S22 Ultra? This phone's camera is the talk of the town. It's been said to outshine all the other phones released in 2022. It has been hailed in other aspects besides this. Is the iPhone 14 Pro Max capable of becoming the best phone ever? In the following video, we'll do a side-by-side comparison to find out. See you there.